My name is Anthony Toda, and I live in the city of Jamestown, New York State. I want to talk about a few things that have happened in my personal life that have been motivated and still directed towards me physically and just about everything I do by the federal government and being assisted by Andrew Cuomo in the state of New York and Mayor Samuel Terresi in the city of Jamestown. First, I'd like to say I cannot get a fair trial in Chautauqua County in anything from a vehicle and traffic charge to any other case that I attempt to pursue in Chautauqua County. I've been a pro se litigant for about 20 years, and now I have removed cases from 6 or 7 courts within the county due to the fact that I cannot get a fair trial. Now, what is the reason I can't get a fair trial in Chautauqua County? What is the reason I've been singled out like this? What is the reason there's so much corruption from Governor Cuomo's office to Mayor Teresi's office in a town of 30,000 that's received approximately $250 million in federal, state, and foundation aid over the past 17 years and still remains one of the most poverty-stricken, statistically, cities in the country? The reason is easy to understand. I am victimized by some type of remote technology in which I'm being physically abused, physically tortured on a daily, minute-by-minute basis. The federal government is behind the distribution of that technology on my body. And they're bribing the city of Jamestown and Governor Andrew Cuomo to continue this type of criminal torture knowingly and knowing that they are physically assaulting me by a remote electronic means. Now, there are many different articles in the paper concerning brainwashing lately, especially with the Great Britain's exit from the European Union. It's about time people start recognizing this technology. It goes way beyond brainwashing. It goes into the fact that it's creating mass murders out of your kids because they are being brainwashed in the use of dream technology that has put ideas into young person's mind and compulsions that are being so greatly induced into people, it is forcing them to kill without reason. Think about what I'm telling you. Think about why anybody would walk into a school and kill multiple people. There's no reason for it other than the fact that the government's behind it. It's pretty obvious when the government allows it to happen. Who's to blame here? Why do they allow it to happen? Because they are responsible for creating the person who becomes a shooter, responsible for putting ideas into his head to compel him to kill. Time after time, that's been the case. Now, as far as ex-director CIA Brennan's attack on Donald Trump, there's a good possibility that while he was a director, he was directing one of the agencies that may be continuing, that did and continued to attack my body physically with some type of bizarre wave technology that I will get into later. The most important point is here is I live in a corrupt city of 30,000 that takes bribes from the federal government to torture me personally and make my life miserable. And that's the facts, and I will show it to everyone who has a question about what I'm saying. So thank you for listening.